Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are going through sales today and how to sell ethically without precious sales. How to sell as an introvert, how to sell without being your typical cliche, charismatic, high pressure, high intensity salesperson. This is something that has completely fucking changed my life, my businesses, and my ability to help people. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Lewis Huckstep. I'm a mindset coach. I own a couple businesses. I love learning. I love teaching. I've made this channel. I make this content because I love to share lessons that I've learned along my journey that hopefully saves you a bit of time, energy, and pain. So hopefully you get some value from it, and let's rock and roll. So we're going through sales today, which is awesome. So I guess growing up, guys, I'm generally speaking, I've got that people pleaser mentality. And whenever I heard the word sales, I'd have that cliche car salesman, high pressure, Wolf of Wall Street, if you've watched the movie, that kind of high pressure on the phone, drill them into the ground, get them to say yes, no means yes, and keep going. That doesn't really resonate with me, and it didn't really sit well with me, and I struggled a lot for sales because of those limiting beliefs. So there's obviously a mental belief framework that you'd want to work on, like what is your relationship with sales, what's your belief, and what's your mindset, and what beliefs do you have when it comes to sales, because you want to make sure that fundamentally is great. Because if you believe sales is bad, or sales people are greedy or sleazy, then it's going to come across energetically when you speak to people, when you sell people. So we're not going to be touching on that too much today. We're actually going to go through the process and the framework that I use for my salespeople, with my managers, with my team, with myself, and how I've been able to close. I was trying to figure out the mental mass the other day. I think I've done between 1,000 to 1,500 sales consults over my time. And at the moment, I'm closing between 90 to 95% of people. So this shit works. This shit is powerful. And I am not your traditional, very high energy, charismatic, no means yes mentality. That's not me. So I'm going to show you as an introvert, or as someone who has that people pleaser mentality, which is actually a powerful skill when it comes to this style of sales, ethical sales, and how it can really work to your advantage. So I'm going to share my screen. If you're listening to this via a podcast, I would highly recommend jumping on the YouTube channel so you can see my screen, because I'm sharing my screen literally right now. So this is a sales sheet that I use in my businesses. You can use this for any business, and it's really, really, really powerful. So there's a couple key points. I don't believe in scripted sales. I don't believe in having paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of what to say, when to say, and all that stuff. I believe in having a framework and certain questions, certain stories, metaphors, analogies. It's like being a builder. If I give you the blueprint and the framework of the house that I want you to build, and I give that to 5 different builders, as long as they've got the tools and the skills and the ability to do so, can they build that house? Yes, they can. Are they going to go about it slightly differently? Probably. Not everyone's going to be exactly the same. So I'd rather teach people a framework and give them tools and questions and equip them with everything they need to handle any objection before you get it, okay? So let's rock and roll through this. So first thing, there's 4 rules when it comes to sales. So this is called a sales matrix. I learned this from Mr. Kerwin Ray, so shout out to Kerwin if you ever watch this, my friend. This is what I learned through him, and this genuinely changed my business life and my sales career. So we're going to go through a sales matrix. So there's 4 rules that we use for this. So first thing, intention over technique. It doesn't matter what you say, it's how you say it and where it's coming from. Yes, it does matter what you say, so don't take that too literally, but you want to make sure that you're coming from the right place. So what is your intention? We've all been there before when you're walking down the supermarket, or the shopping center, and you see those people in the middle of the shopping center that are trying to sell you raffle tickets or things that you don't want, and you literally walk right up against the side of the walkway so you don't get stopped by them, or you pretend that you're on the phone, or you just don't want to do it because the intention, they're going to sell you. You know that. Obviously, some people do a great job of it, but people will feel you before they hear you. So if you're super stressed and you need to make money and you need to make your sales and you need to hit your KPIs and you need to make your commissions, if that comes across, you've already lost the battle. So your intention needs to matter way more than what you physically are going to say, because you're going to hear, I use some pretty dramatic question asking when it comes to this, because my intention is there to serve and to help and to add value and to overcome whatever problem's coming up. So first one, intention over technique. It doesn't matter what you say, it matters how you say it and why you're saying it. But yes, again, it does matter what you say, so don't take it too literally. So, secondly, clarify everything. No guesswork. Now, I've done a lot of sales, obviously in the fitness industry. That's where I've mainly been. But you want to. So, a fitness example is a lot of people say they want. I want to lose weight, and then you might say, well, look, are you aware, Sarah? If you lose body fat and put on muscle, you'll look great, you'll feel great, and you'll achieve that goal. But your weight might not change at all. So, just so I can clarify this for you, are you wanting to lose weight or are you wanting to lose fat? So just clarify everything, because someone might say, look, I've got sales is issues, sales is bad, sales is bad, sales is bad, my sales are terrible. And then you're like, great, okay, well, what's your conversion rate when it comes to a sales consult? Oh, I sell at 80%. Now that's pretty good. That's awesome. So it's like, well, we're not getting the sales that we want. Okay, well, how many sales appointments are you doing per day? I'm doing about 3 a week. And what's your goal? I want to sell 5 a week. Well, even if you convert 100% of that, then you're still not going to hit your number. So it's not the sales appointment or the sales skills, it's the lack of leads or a lack of appointment show ups is your actual problem. So you just want to identify specifically what is the challenge and make sure they're clear on that as well. Slow down for yellow lights. What do most people do when they see a yellow light? They speed through it. So we slow down. We do not. It's like a yellow light is any concern. So if people aren't answering your questions, you can feel like they're holding back. They keep checking their watch. You want to slow it down. And you'll see, I'll use a couple examples as we do this. And then my favorite one is demonstrate your ability to walk away. Remember, you hold the key. You have the golden goose. You are the person who's there to add value, and you're only there to help people that generally want to play ball. I've done so many sales consultations where, especially, early days, I don't have them so much anymore. I don't think I have them at all anymore. But it's like you sit down, you know this person isn't serious. They don't want to buy. They don't want the help. They don't want the service. They don't want that. They've just said yes because they were scared of saying no. And you'll go through the whole sales presentation just to get a no when you could feel that at the start. So just make sure that you are totally okay saying, look, I'm just going to use the name Sarah. I don't just a name I pulled out of nowhere. So I'll say, look, Sarah, I'm just going to be really transparent with you. It seems like you're not serious about this and you're not ready to take action and you're not ready to commit to this. And that's totally fine. We only work with people who are ready to take this serious. So what I'm going to do, just to save your time and save my time, I'm going to pull things up now. I'm going to stop things now. And I would love to book in the near future when you are ready to take this seriously. Now, what does that do from a psychological viewpoint? It puts the value back on you. It says, look, I'm not here to sell you. I'm not desperate for your service or your money. I'm here to help you if you want the help and you're willing to do this properly. So don't get taken for a ride. Make sure that you stand your ground and you don't get persuaded and you don't, just make sure you're not there to be fucked around and you are there to be taken seriously because you're there to add value, but for the right people, for the right reasons, okay? So they're the 4 general rules that we go through. But let's go through an example. So I'm going to use health and fitness because obviously I've done that many, many times and most people can relate to that. So I'll sit down, and another rule that I'll probably even add on to that is pre-frame everything. So the most powerful way to influence anyone is to pre-frame. It's to let them know what's coming before it comes. So let them know. So for example, a great pre-frame that I use in the gym environment, I'll say, hey, Sarah, look, I just want to be transparent with you. This is something that I love about what we do down here. I'm proud of this gym and what we stand for is we don't let people join who it isn't the right decision for them to join. If we can't help you with your goals, for example, Sarah, if your goal was to be a bodybuilder, this is not the right place for you. Because if you join and that's your goal, we're going to waste your time. We're going to waste your money. We're going to waste your energy. We're going to waste our energy because we're going to be pushing a rock uphill. And honestly, we would rather just work with people that we can genuinely help. So I don't want to waste your time today. I want to really get clear on what are your goals? Does it mean something to you? And are we the right people to help you with that? Excuse me. And you can see how that really positions me as a professional, as someone who values their time, who's not there to sell everyone and anything, and I'm there to help the right people who want the help. So pre-frame absolutely everything. So let's use an example, guys. I'll try to keep this video within sort of like 40 minutes or so, but we'll see how we go. So I sit down with them, I use frames like that, and depending whatever concerns I've seen with people, like if I see anything that kind of just stands out to me, I'll frame it. So pre-frame as much as you need to. And by doing the reps, just as side point before I get into this, when you first start sales, you're going to be fucking shit at it. It's unreasonable for you to expect yourself to be good at something that you've never done before. So I love obviously sales training like what we're doing right now, but Honestly, get out there and fucking do it. My first sale that I ever did back when I was 18, I was doing network marketing and I sold a protein shake. It felt like a fucking drug deal. I sold it. I was awkward as it was in a corner in the room. It was really weird. I gave him a huge discount because I was too scared and didn't value myself to charge full price. But that's how you start. Yes, you can learn videos. You can watch shit like this and give you good strategies, good tools, good frameworks. But you need to get out there and fucking sell. Just practice. Get under that sales environment, learn to ask particular questions, learn to use different frameworks, learn to use your tonality, learn to use read their body language. By doing it, you'll learn the most. So I hope this framework helps today, but honestly, the best way to learn is to get into a sales environment and just start selling, okay? So let's go through it. So I'd sit down with them, I'd frame them and say, hey, look, Sarah, look, we only help people that we're meant to help, etc., etc. If we can't help you today, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So Sarah, I need you to be absolutely transparent with me so I can see what it is that we can really, truly help you with. Are you okay being honest with me for the next 20 minutes, Sarah? Absolutely. Let's go. So I say, Sarah, what is it that you're unhappy with? And she might say her weight. She might say her body image. She might say, she'll list them out. So what aren't you happy with? And then she'll say it, she'll say it, she'll say it, she'll say it. And then after she's listed out as many as you can, when she stops, giving answers, sorry if my camera zooms in and out of focus. Hopefully I'll fix this up for you guys. It will fix itself up. So, guys, she'll say as many as she can. Weight loss, body image, muscle gain, toning up. She'll give as many examples as she needs to. Then you ask, what else? What else are you not happy with? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And you get them to list out as many as you can. What you want to do is you want to bring as many to the surface as you can, because the solution has no value. A solution, I'll say this again, please write this down. A solution has no value. The solution derives its value from the problem. For example, if you were a woman and you were lacking self-worth, self-confidence, body image issues, etc., and I was to offer you $10,000 for a breast implant to get an operation to have your boobs done, some people would say yes. If they value it enough and they do it, people do that every single day. If you're a gentleman, and obviously, generally speaking, obviously there are people that fit outside this box, and I said, look, would you pay me 10 grand to give you breast implants? Most people would say no. It's the same solution, but one person has a problem, one person doesn't. So make sure when you are doing your, data collection, you're figuring out what is this person's problem, is you want to get clear on the values coming from the problem. So you want to bring those problems to the surface so they're aware of it, so they can feel it, and so they can sit in it. Because emotion is the chemistry of sales. You want them to feel emotion. You want them to be upset. You want them to feel frustrated. You want them to feel angry. You want them to feel that, because that is the chemistry of decision making. You obviously want to make sure you're doing it with the right intention. You're not selling them shit that they don't need. You got ethical sales, but you want to bring those problems to the surface so they can sit in it, they can feel it, and then you can solve that with a solution that is ethical and makes sense to them. So you're going to say, what are you unhappy with? They'll give you a couple. Then you say, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Then they'll say, look, I think that's it. That's all the goals I've got, all the problems I've got, all the things I'm not happy with. Great. Then you start to suggest. So suggest things, because obviously this helps with the experience. So I'll just write this down as well. So what else? And they'll list it out. And then you say, great. Once you've got as many as they can, then you say, start to suggest them. So like from experience when I'm working with clients, if I can tell someone's quite an anxious character and they haven't said anxiety yet, I'll say, look, Sarah, do you struggle with anxiety? Do you get anxious? Oh, yes, I do. And then I'll write that down. So I'm writing down, good spelling for myself, I'll write it down. I'll get as many as I can, because when you've got a list of like 15, 20 problems there and you say, look, are you happy with that? It's quite confronting. You want to bring the problems to the surface because you're about to solve it, and help them because your intention is there to serve. So what's your problem? What are you unhappy with? What are your goals? Then you say, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And then you say, great, start to suggest things that from experience or what you feel or what you think might be a challenge that they haven't brought up yet. Bring those challenges up as well, okay? Beautiful. So from there, then you say, thank you so much. I appreciate you being honest with me today, Sarah. Look, what do you believe is your top? So I actually used two. So when I got taught this, it was just one. I used two, so I get a little bit more pulling power out of it. So say, great, Sarah. So if we were to help you today, if we were to help you work on these, and something I do before that is what I frame that. I say, look, great, Sarah, I can actually help you with all of these. Or maybe there's something on there that we can't help with. So they say, I want to be an Olympic swimmer or something like that. I say, look, Sarah, I can't help with the swimming. However, I can help you with everything else. That's our specialty. That's what we do down here. You don't want to be a generalist. You want to be a specialist. People come here for that exact reason, Sarah, and we do that shit day in, day out. That's our bread and butter. So, Sarah, out of all the ones you've listed that we can help you with, what would be the top 2? If we were to solve that for you, would have the most meaningful impact on your life. And say she says anxiety, and then she says body image, something like that. So I would highlight that, I'll circle that. I can't really do that on the computer, but I'll bold them for you. So let's go body image and anxiety. Beautiful. Then I'd say, great. Now this is where you get a little bit emotional. This is where your tonality comes into it. So Sarah, I need your honesty here. How does the body image and the anxiety affect you day to day? What areas of your life does it affect? And they might say family. They might say their career. They might say their relationship. And along this, guys, you'll get used to like wording things, framing things, using analogies, using stories to get people to bring all those problems up. Because not everyone's really comfortable having these conversations, because not many people are prepared to go deep to this level because they're not prepared to have those uncomfortable conversations. However, if your intention is to fucking serve this person, then you're going to be prepared to go there. I use this example, and I mean no disrespect from the example I'm about to use. If you had a family member, knock on wood, who had cancer, and you go up to them and you say, Sarah, I have the cure to cancer and I want to help you. I can solve your problem. And she says, I'm just not sure. Let me think about it. I'm a bit nervous about doing this. Let me get back to you. What the fuck would you do in that situation? You would do whatever you had to do, say whatever you have to say, and ask whatever you have to ask to get them to take that solution. You have the same mentality here because they, quote, have cancer or have a problem that you can solve, and you're going to be prepared to go wherever and whatever you have to do to get the job done because they have the cancer and you can solve it for them. Again, intention over technique. Don't try sell people shit that don't need what you have. So make sure you're super clear on that, okay? So then you've identified the top 2. How does it affect your life? And then same thing, you go, what else? 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 Beautiful. And then after that, they'll keep listing them out. And then you say, fantastic. And then you start to suggest things. Something like, hey, look, Sarah, you haven't mentioned your friendships. Does the anxiety affect your friendships? And be like, oh shit, yeah, I feel whenever I go out, I'm a big overthinker and I overthink everything and I compare myself to others. And again, same thing. You're just writing down all of these, comparing yourself to others. So you just get as much as you can down. So what are you unhappy with? What else? Suggest, identify the top 2. How does that affect your life day to day? What else? Then start to suggest things that you think would be quite relevant. And this area is generally where people will cry if they are going to, okay? And that is great. Now, when people cry or get emotional, the key is do not solve it. Do not touch them, do not make a joke, do not whatever. Let them feel it. Let them, because that emotion is the chemistry for them to make a decision today to work with you, because you're going to change their fucking life because your intention is there in the right place and you're going to help them, okay? So that's how we do it. And then from there, I normally have my dog in the room, so I'll normally use the dog as a funny joke, or I'll use like a pen or something like that. I'd say, look, Sarah, if I was to wave my magic wand and I was to solve all of these problems for you, and I go back to the first one. So if we were to solve all of these problems, not just the 2 that we focused on today, if we were to solve all of these problems that we can do down here, if they were magically achieved tonight or today, what would your life look like? And again, you can use different stories, different analogies. It's not the point. If they were all solved, if they weren't a problem anymore, if we were to achieve these together, if we were to commit and work together and overcome all of these hurdles right now, how would your life be different? What would be different in your life? 90% of the time, they would say happy. I'm just going to be happier. Fantastic. What else? What else would be different? Or I'll just be more confident. Fantastic. That's awesome, Sarah. I'm just curious, Sarah, what would you do with that confidence? Oh, I would go out dating more. Fantastic. How would that improve your relationship, Sarah? Or I would be more present with each other. That's fucking awesome. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Get as many down there as you can, and then again start to suggest things. And through practice, you'll learn things to suggest, you'll learn things to ask, you'll learn analogies to use, you'll use stories, etc. You'll learn your way of doing it. But this is fucking awesome. There's a lot of psychological benefits of doing it like this. I won't go into all of it today, but you're bringing all the pain to the surface. So you're identifying the root cause. What's the biggest challenge? Because when most people come to the gym, they say, well, I want to lose some weight, I want to tone up. That's 99% of people. So great. What else? What else? About confidence? What about anxiety? What about your mindset? What about your body image? What about your food? What about your lack of routine? What about your whatever? Like, get as many out there. And what you'll find if you follow this strategy is a lot of them will actually be the last couple you suggest. So the last 2 or 3 will be the most common ones that they actually use. So I hope that makes sense. And then we'll go identify the first top 2. I used to do 1, but I do 2, so it gives me a bit more to pull from. So I use top 2. Great. So how does anxiety affect you day to day? Great. Career, family, relationship. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Awesome. Do you compare yourself to others? I'm just curious. I've had a lot of clients who have anxiety and they compare themselves to others. I'm like, great. Do you beat yourself up, Sarah? Yeah. Great. Does that affect your relationship? I'm just curious, Sarah. You're single right now and you're 25 years old. Do you want to have a family long term? I do. I want to have kids. Fantastic. If you don't fix these challenges, Sarah, if you don't fix the anxiety and the body image, guess who's going to pick up those same problems? Your kids. Is that something that you want? And you can notice how direct I can be because I've got good rapport with them. I'm coming from a place of love. I want to serve them, but I'm prepared to go wherever I need to because they, quote, have cancer and I'm going to solve it for them. So be brutal if you need to. Just be prepared to go wherever it is that you need to go, okay? Great. Now, Sarah, if we were to commit together and work together and we were to achieve all of these problems that you listed in the first column, how would your life be different? What would be different? What would you achieve? And they'll say things and then use what's the benefit of that benefit, for example. If you were more confident, how would that improve your life? If you were happier, how would that improve your life? If your body image wasn't an issue anymore, how would that be different? How would your relationship be? How would your friendships be? What would you do with your career? And you'll start to see some really meaningful answers rather than, I just want to lose some weight. I just want to tone up a bit. I just want to be a bit stronger. I just want to have a bit more energy. Great. You'd have more energy. What would you do with that energy? Would you be more present with your partner? Would you have more energy to do things on the weekend? Would you stop procrastinating? Would you start a business? Would you, like, what is it? Like, get really, really deep. And just a side point for the people that do watch my content is that I'm looking for their values as well, because people's values are the intrinsic motivator that helps them. So motivation does pop up a lot now that I say that word. So motivation will probably pop up. So I'm also coaching them along the way as well. So I use motivation. So like, look, Sarah, motivation is just motive to take action. So we want to get clear on what's intrinsically important to you, because if you generally don't like training, Sarah, and you don't enjoy it to a degree, you will stop doing it. So what we want to get clear on is what is intrinsically important to you, such as your relationship. Is your relationship important to you, Sarah? Yes, it is. It means so much to me. Great. Is your career important to you? Yes, it is. Is your family important to you? Great. Yes, it is. So Sarah, what if you were to realize how amazing your family, relationship, and your career would be if you were to look after your health? Would that make you want to? Well, yes, it would. And you want to link, quote, motivation to their values. And by doing a sales matrix, this is what it's called, and by following the structure, you can actually really easily determine what their values are just based on their answers, okay? I hope this is making sense. If you don't understand values, guys, go to my YouTube channel and type in values determination, Lewis Huckstep, and there'll be a video there for you, okay? So once you've done that, again, so you, if we were to wave my magic wand, if we were to commit and work together and achieve all these, how would your life be different? And then they'll list it out, and then same thing. What else? What else? What else? They'll give you all those answers, and then you say, same thing, suggest. Great, Sarah. Would your socializing be better? Would you have better experiences? Would your kids, would you have be a better role model for your kids? Would you be more, would your mood be better for your partner? So would your relationship improve, etc.? Just suggest whatever you think is relevant. Beautiful. Then you're done. So this part definitely takes the most amount of time. And then I've got some other things I want to show you guys, but then you're down here. So then I normally give them like a high five or a little fist pump. I say, thank you for being honest with me, Sarah. I really appreciate how vulnerable and open you were today. So Sarah, I'm just curious, on a scale of 1 to 10, so I write out of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can't really see that, but that's an out of 10. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Sarah, how committed are you? I'm going to zoom in a bit. There we go. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Sarah, how committed are you to achieving these goals and overcoming these problems? And before you answer that, Sarah, when I say commitment, 10 out of 10 doesn't mean train every single day, eat chicken and broccoli every single day. It probably means, based on your goals, probably 3 to 4 sessions a week and probably eating healthy 70 to 80% of the time. Because Sarah, your goals aren't that extreme health and fitness wise, but it requires consistency. So when I say 10 out of 10, please don't picture training every single day, twice a day, eating chicken and broccoli, having no lifestyle. That's not what I mean. It means you're committed to doing whatever you have to do, which will probably be around 3 to 4 sessions a week, eating 70 to 80% of the time. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you all in, you'll do what you have to. 1 out of 10 is you should never have come down here. Where would you sit? And if they say anything below 10, so they say, I'm an 8 out of 10. You say, great, fantastic. Sarah, I'm just curious, what is stopping you from being a 10 right now? And this is where you get their objections. This is where you get the reasons why they won't sign up or their concerns, and you want to close objections before you get them. Or I'm just concerned about the time. My schedule might not work. Fantastic. I'm just concerned about money. I'm just concerned about self-belief. I just don't believe that I can achieve this. Thank you for being honest, Sarah. I appreciate that. And you say, what else? So Sarah, if we were able to work through all of these challenges today, would there be anything else stopping you from doing this properly? Beautiful. And then you just go through them. So Sarah, let's go through it. On a time schedule, what is it? What's your concern about your time schedule? Tell me about your schedule. What's your schedule look like? Oh, I work from this time. Great. Well, we have classes at this time. Is there any reason why you couldn't commit to those? Well, no. Beautiful. Cross that out. I can't cross it out, but pretend I crossed those out or rubbed it out. Beautiful. I normally leave money to the end, so money is normally the last one I take care of. Self-belief. Tell me about self-belief. Oh, honestly, I've tried things before. I've given up. It didn't work. Okay, look, Sarah, have you ever had someone who cares about you to the level that I do that you felt from this conversation? No, I haven't. Have you ever had someone hold you accountable to the level that I'm going to and support you every single step of the way? No, I haven't. Do you think that's going to allow you to work past this? Now, Sarah, lack of self-belief is a normal thing. It'll always be there. But my question is, are you confident that we'll be able to work past that together? I am. Beautiful. So Sarah, tell me about the money. And I'm just curious, what is your budget that you have to invest? And notice my words, I don't say spend or buy. What budget do you have to invest into solving these problems up here? And then shut up. The first person that speak loses. So just wait for them to give an answer. Probably $20 a week. Okay, look, Sarah, and if it's way out of the range, so to do business at one of my studios, it's between $50 to $70 a week or $80 a week. So that's well out of the ballpark. So you say that's a yellow light. So we don't speed up and say, oh sweet, no worries, let's go. Here's our options, let's go. That's a yellow light. Let's slow things down. Okay, Sarah, I'm just curious. And if you've got someone younger, so if I had someone younger coming for a sales consultant, and I can just obviously tell they're quite young, I normally ask them from the start, do they have a job? Do they have the ability to invest in themselves? And I'll normally take care of that at the start. I try not attract or market to those people anymore because I've had this problem too many times where they physically don't have any form of income and they haven't got access to that level of cash to pay for it. So I normally take care of the money at the start if I feel the need to, but it's certainly overcomable here. So most people say between sort of $40 to $50 or something like that. You say, fantastic. Now, if it's a yellow light, it doesn't fit into it. I'm saying, Sarah, and I'm only willing to go here if you truly want the help and you're committed and you want to work through these challenges. Are you okay with me being really honest and raw with you right now? And they'll say yes, and say, great. If you're okay with me asking this, how much do you earn per week? I literally go through their finances. And again, that's a pretty taboo conversation for some people, but my intention is they have cancer and I'm prepared to fucking solve it. I'm prepared to cure their cancer. So I go through it. So great. So Sarah, how much do you earn a week? I earn about $800 a week. Fantastic. How much is your rent? Well, about $250. Great. So you're left with what? $650. And I'm literally doing maths with her as I go. So that's not $250, $550 left. And then I say, great. How much is your food per week? Fantastic. And then you get down. Great, Sarah, you got $200 here. You got $200. What am I missing? That's your low light. What am I missing? What's going on? You've got $200, and you're only saying you got $20 to invest. Well, honestly, that's my fun money. Oh, okay. So you like going out partying, right? I'm just curious, what means more to you? Your relationship, your career, your family, your travel, your comparing yourself to others, your own mindset, your mental health, or going out and partying? Which one? And be brutal, be firm. Say, hey, look, you wanted the help. I'm here to help you. I'm here to hold you accountable. But you're telling me that you want to fix these problems, but you're not prepared to make any sacrifices. So are you prepared to invest between, and then obviously give them a range of what you offer, between $50 to $80 a week to work through these problems with us? And let them answer it. And Generally, they'll say yes. Now, if you've got someone who literally doesn't have income, then I do different things. I'll give them like a week for free or something complimentary. I'll try add some value, try get a referral off them. But generally, you should be sweet depending on the target market that you've attracted. Great. And then you've taken care of all of them. So then money's not an issue. Great. So just be prepared to go down the rabbit hole of their finances, okay? So awesome. So is there anything else stopping you from doing this properly, Sarah? No? Great. You're a 10 out of 10. Awesome. Now, I don't want to go too detailed on this call, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this is a really detailed way of how to close people. So in a sales conversation, or in anyone's brain, there's a red brain, there's a green brain. So the red brain is more analytical. There's more like facts and figures, like how to, like they want all the benefits and everything before they make a decision. And then there's green brain people where they make decisions based off emotion. 80% of people are green brain orientated, where they're making decisions on what feels right and how they feel, rather than they need all the boxes tick and they need all the benefits laid out for them to make a decision. So this is a very detailed way of how to do that. So essentially how to close. So you say, look, Sarah, so use the green brain name. You list the benefits and then the price. So for example, at the studios I have, look, Sarah, we've got 2 options down here. And you generally use the most expensive one first. I've actually got this back at the front, but you normally use the most expensive one first. So look, Sarah, we've got our premium coaching. So we don't say, hey, our most expensive one. We have our premium coaching program. Here's all the benefits. You get this, 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 and it's only $56 a week. And then Sarah, we have our second option, which is our premium training, which includes this at only $66 a week. Which one are you leaning more towards? That's it. There's the magic words. And then you just shut up and let them answer. So Sarah, we've got this option. We have a graphic at the gym. So I'd highly recommend having like a physical photo of your options or your terms or whatever it is that you're doing. So here's our 2 options. Here's the benefits. Here's the price. Which one are you leaning more towards? Then they'll say an answer and you say, great. Why do you feel like that's the best decision for you? And then they're going to sell you back to it. They'll sell the reasons why they're committing to that or why it's the best decision back to you. So they're reaffirming their decision to make the deal. Fantastic. Awesome. I'm just curious, Sarah, when would you like to get started? And if they don't say straight away, that's a yellow light. Okay, Sarah, you want to start in 3 months, so you want to live like this, and you want these problems to go on for another 3 months. I'm confused. What am I missing? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just delaying it. I want to get started straight away. Fantastic. Awesome. Sarah, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. That was awesome. I'll get your account sorted. Before I do that, I'm just curious, was this a powerful conversation that we had today? Was this helpful? Was this meaningful? Could you feel the level of care that I have for you and for the members that we have down here? Yes, I can. I'm just curious, who's someone that you know that struggles with the same problems? Motivation, anxiety, body image, weight, toning, energy. How many people in general struggle with that, Sarah? Most people, right? So I'm just curious, who's 2 to 3 people that we could help together achieve those? And then shut up, get some referrals. Because when people are at point of contact or point of sale, it's a very hot time to ask for referrals. So don't miss that opportunity and we aim for 3, but obviously if they don't have any, you don't get any, but aim for 3, you average between get 1 to 2. So ask who else? Great. And then we say, great, how would we get in contact with these people? How could we communicate with these people in a way that would make them want to come down and experience us? Great. Or I live with them. They're my friend. I'm going to see them tomorrow at work or whatever. Awesome. How would you tell them about us? How would you communicate that to us about the conversation we've had today? Get them to read that back to you. And then I also say, great, Sarah, once you've had that conversation with them, would you be okay making a group chat with us on Instagram? So it would be like yourself, your friend, and the gym. Could you make a group chat with all of us so then we can do all the follow-up for you? Because as you guys know, fortune isn't the follow-up, so you want to make sure you're taking control of that lead, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, that is how I do my sales at my studios. I hope that made sense. I'll run back through it. The rules, intention over technique, clarify everything, no guesswork, slow down for yellow lights, demonstrate your ability to walk away, and pre-frame everything. I use it as a demonstration for most of these. I'll do separate videos on kind of the intricate points of all the sales presentations, like how to demonstrate your ability to walk away, how to pre-frame really well, how to use intention over technique, what questions to ask, clarify everything. So I'll do broken down videos, but this is literally like a in-depth video of how I do my sales. And you can apply this to anything. You can apply this to a coaching business. You can apply this to a service business, a products business. What are you unhappy with? What's the problem? What is the issue? Everyone, because remember that solutions have no value. The value is derived from the problem. So what is it? Suggest other things. What else? What else? Then suggest things. Identify the top couple. Great. How does that affect you day to day? What areas? And through that, you'll hear their values as well. They'll say family, career, relationship, etc. Those are their values. Or it's a sign that it's their values anyways. What else? Then you suggest things. And then if we were to wave our magic wand, if we were to work together, if we were to commit together and work through this and achieve all these challenges on this column, how would your life be different? I'd be happier, confident, I'd be present, I'd be dating, fantastic. What else? What else? What else? Then suggest more things. Awesome. On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you? A 10 out of 10 means you'll do whatever it takes. 1 out of 10, you should never have come down here. Where would you sit? Fantastic. I'm just curious. You only said 8 out of 10. What's stopping you from doing that? That will give you all the objections. Close the objections before you get them and then move on. Then you present your 2 options. Use that little script. You can screenshot my screen if you want to, but list the name of it, the benefits and the price, the name, the benefits and the price. Then which one are you leaning more towards? There's an example for you guys right there. Just pause my screen if you want to read through the proper example right there for you. Beautiful. And then when would you like to get started? If they don't say ASAP, that's a yellow light. We want to wait. We want to pause and go again and then get some referrals. I hope this helped, guys. I hope you got some value from this. And if you have any questions, any concerns, please just send me a message. Have a beautiful fucking day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Send this to someone who needs to improve their sales. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.